Welcome back.
Hey,
to the Wagon podcast.
New space, as you can see.
Same space.
No, well, our old place, the lease was up.
Right, so we upgraded.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing so well.
Yeah,
Thank you to our one viewer on YouTube, which was probably you.
Probably me. Or my mom.
I didn't watch it.
I sent the link to my family group chat, which has 3 people in it. Or 4 people, including me.
And we have one viewer on this last...
the last one.
The last one. So we're really...
Well, because
we're blowing up, baby.
Here we are. So we got the new space. Thought it was time.
Upgrade season.
Yeah, big upgrade season. So there was some sporting events that happened this past weekend.
There was multiple.
Particularly in the NFL. I think there's a lot of things to say on a lot of these games. Where would you like to start? Which game would you like to start?
I don't want to talk about the refs.
I don't either. So
no one wants to hear it. Everyone knows. Everyone's on the same
Get over
page.
it. Everyone has shitty ref luck.
I don't want to talk about it.
For every big blown
There's
call,
no good
the
refs. There's no good refs anywhere. So I don't know why you're complaining about bad refs, because those are just the refs, actually.
And everyone hates VAR in soccer, which would be like a robot umpire or something. Everyone hates that. So
regardless, if there's a massive rule change, people will be upset. Some people might like it. Some people will be upset. Like, what do you want to fucking... Like,
exactly.
If you come up with a solution, let me know, and then we'll talk about it. But for right now, this just refereeing is like the hardest job in America.
It's like there's even the last call in the KC game, which was totally the right call.
Oh, great call.
Like, totally the right call. But if you're going to... It's like, oh, you can't call that. Get over yourself. You absolutely should call it.
I love that we're talking about it now.
Yeah. Well, but I'm not ripping the refs. You know what I mean? I'm just not ripping the refs.
Yeah. They made the right call.
There was so many things the Bengals could have done.
So, like,
yeah, and
just
like,
get over it.
And by the way, like Joseph Asai, he was your best defensive player all day. So, like, you're gonna rip him.
Yeah.
It's like,
I have some words for him later.
It's just the game. Okay. So we'll stick with that game.
Are you sure you don't want to just get the Eagles-Niners thing over with?
All right. Yeah.
It's
gonna
be a quick talk.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Let's go there. What do you have on that game?
My first note was just not much to say.
Okay.
That was my first note.
Not much to say.
Not much to say.
Not much to say.
I don't know. Are the Niners unlucky? They just can't.
It's so I would say yes, but then it's like at a certain point, when does this become
just an actual thing?
Yeah. Like all your quarterbacks are always hurt. Is there something you're doing that is like, is it the way you're... But then it's like, Purdy got his arm hurt, Lance got hurt running, Garoppolo's... So I don't know. It sucks, though. It sucks. My take on this game was more about big picture stuff. Because, again, there wasn't much to say in the actual game itself. Just roster building wise.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most... Like, spend picks. Like, make the move.
Yeah.
The Patriots never do. A lot of teams never do. Like... can I give up a 3rd-round pick for Christian McCaffrey? Absolutely. He was the best offensive player on the field yesterday, maybe, even though he's for the losing team.
Definitely.
He was. Imagine if C-Mac wasn't in the game yesterday, it would have been over before it even started.
It's cool having C-Mac and Debo on the same, on the field at the same time, because they could both line up a wide receiver, they could both line up a running back. So, you need a guy like that.
And he was, in theory, available to anyone who had a 3rd-round pick, right? Was that it?
Yeah.
So,
no, and they, even with... no quarterback in, they were still a scary team.
Exactly.
They're the only team in the league that's probably scary without a quarterback.
And it's literally, and it's like, oh, well, they just got lucky in the draft. No. They just spent what anyone should be willing to spend on a player of Christian McCaffrey's caliber. Same thing with the Eagles. Who was the best defensive player? Probably Hassan Reddick, who they went out and signed. And they threw some money at. And it was like, are we sure? Like, sort of a B-plus level pass rusher. He was the best defensive player in that game yesterday. Absolute game wrecker. Same with A.J. Brown. Traded for A.J. Brown.
You go out and get guys. It's not always about this farm system where you need to grow the team for years and years and eventually compete. If you want to compete, go out and make some moves.
I think 10, 20 years ago, when we were sort of growing up in the NFL, this wasn't the case. You can't pay a wide receiver, or you can't pay a corner. That's a bad investment. That is no longer the case in the NFL. It really
especially with the way the offense.
Exactly.
How highly powered the offenses are now.
It feels like every team that went out and prioritized a wide receiver, unless you're the Kansas City Chiefs, like the Bengals, they legitimately ran on the mission statement of we're going to draft Jamar Chase over Penei Sewell, and they've had the quickest rebuild in NFL history. He's been the 2nd most important player, probably. Same thing with the Eagles. We're going to go out and acquire A.J. Brown.
Yeah, so, just like the Ravens.
That's like if you're the Ravens, why aren't you doing this? I don't understand. The Pats, it's like, all right, well, the Pats have about 8 things they need to solve. The Ravens, the
Ravens are in a different spot than the Pats, because the Ravens made the playoffs and almost won their division, kind of. They could have won their division if they had a couple skill players on the team. But,
it just blows my mind.
But they're even dealing with the Lamar thing. Like, it's not at the top of their priority. But you bring in a guy like
DeAndre Hopkins. You
bring in D-Hop, Lamar will resign right away.
Oh, immediately. Yeah. Immediately. Hey, we're all in, by the way. Like, I just don't get it when it's like well, it's complicated because I'm not a GM. It's like, sure, but it seems to be so clear what the strategy is. Go and get good players if you want to be good. Yeah. That's really that's the biggest thing I took away from that game.
Yeah, I just want to also give props to the Eagles just for taking care of business.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they've really played a great team all year. They've played some good. Like, you play the Cowboys twice a year. The Cowboys are obviously everyone has thoughts on the Cowboys. Sure. They played the Vikings, who were this year a good team, but like
cupcakes a little bit.
Yeah, kind of you could argue that there was a schedule full of cupcakes, but they took care of business. That's what you got to do.
The thing is, I get that argument because it's like it's a true statement to make, but like everyone was so high on the 49ers offensive line and their offensive pieces, and the Eagles just shut them down. So I think that in and of itself is a huge thing, because you can say it about the Vikings, where it's like, oh, and they kept winning close games. So like, there's definitely something wrong there.
The Eagles definitely take care of business.
Exactly, they just keep doing it. So it's like, I don't think it's a big. It's like the Coward made the comparison of USC in the Pac-12 all those years. Pac-12 was terrible, but the USC was still just better.
They just still did their job.
Jalen's a really interesting player.
I love him.
Yeah,
I love
and
Jalen
he's
Hurts.
clearly hurt. Like, clearly hurt.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see how that. But he's just a gamer. He's a gamer, and in the past, that has been like a knock on quarterbacks. It's like, well, you're not really good at anything. It's like, no. He's really good at a lot of things, but he's just, you can tell he just works.
He extends plays so well. He's just good on the run.
I love the way he throws,
big.
too.
I'm in on.
And I think this next 2 weeks for his health will be very, very interesting to see, because you get like some of the throws. I was like, ooh, that's clearly like a shoulder or whatever it is.
Same with his opposition too. So if you want to transfer over there.
Yeah, so the 49ers.
No, Patrick Mahomes.
Right, his future opposition. Yeah, so I mean, Mahomes is like, for
me, he was hurt.
Totally. Yeah. Totally.
Wicked hurt.
Super hurt.
Yeah.
You've had a high ankle sprain.
Yeah. Wicked hurt.
Play the AFC Championship on a high ankle sprain.
Not me.
Like what?
Although I did drive myself home, and it was my right foot.
So you can get through it.
People are making arguments.
It takes warriors.
Mahomes,
exactly. Yeah. To fight through that.
Not used to the new studio.
No. Yeah. It's very.
Should we call in our production assistant?
Hey. Oh, he's busy.
Don't want to get Demarius Thomas.
No. For me, this game was over before it started, and I was sort of saying it leading up. When the Cincinnati mayor is demanding that Joe Burrow take a paternity test to determine whether or not he's Patrick Mahomes' father if he wins on Sunday, ridiculous. The Burrowhead stuff, like, I was like, you're gonna give this team and this quarterback bulletin board material. And it was still close towards the end, but you could tell, like, the
mayor thing was crazy.
But like, that guy doesn't watch many sports, because sports fan
should probably just
move
on to something else.
No, but regardless, I like a real sports fan would never say that. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy about Patrick Mahomes. Like, you're gonna poke that.
I wonder whose idea that was in the local government to be like,
hey, what if we did this?
Let's make a little fun video.
Yeah, let's make a joke.
Let's just fire up the greatest athlete in sports right now.
He never has any like bulletin board material, and he's still amazing.
Would have been all time like after the game.
Yeah. For sure.
Great.
No, that's a thing you save for after the game, I think.
In the Burrowhead stuff.
Absolutely.
That was fun.
Yeah. This is concerning me.
What? Oh, I think mine looks like that too.
We'll give it a listen after.
But what about this?
Yeah, I don't know. Regardless, so here's my comparison, which might make people a bit uneasy.
Okay.
I think that Mahomes and Brady is going to start looking a lot like Jordan and LeBron. LeBron and Jordan.
Okay.
And it's not a perfect comparison because I would equate Mahomes and LeBron very similarly. Now, it's, again, not a perfect comparison because Mahomes has this perfect setup. LeBron had the absolute worst possible setup coming to the league. But hear me out. More of a career thing so far, even though Mahomes is still so young. Brady and Jordan always played with a chip on their shoulder and always were like just mad at someone. You know what I mean? When they played, it was always just like this like Herculean effort when they won, and it was brilliant to watch. And it was more of just like a story type of thing where it's like, man, he just did that. It was more of a feat. It felt like more of a feat. Mahomes and LeBron, like I've never, I've haven't been watching basketball for 60 years like some people that cover the sport, but I've never seen a player with no flaw. Like, I don't think LeBron has a flaw.
Yeah.
I don't think Mahomes has a flaw.
LeBron's only flaw is like his fan base is so
right.
Like,
and even your flaws, which aren't really flaws, but the media tries to bloviate as flaws, are the same. And which would be they're not clutch.
Yeah.
And LeBron is clearly clutch, and Mahomes is clearly clutch. And I think the reason that is because they just make it look so easy. Like, every time. It's never this, like, Herculean effort. Like, last night was really the first time Mahomes had to, really do something like that. And still it looked easy. Because he just doesn't have a flaw in his game. He might be the best football player I've ever seen.
I think he's, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I think Joe Burrow might be a better, like, quarterback.
Right, but it's like, what does that mean? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like Patrick Mahomes is an amazing football player. I think he just like is playing quarterback.
He's absurd. He's absurd. He can do everything.
I don't know if I'm in on the Brady
Jordan thing.
I don't know.
You don't think?
I mean,
I think it's pretty similar.
Jordan went like 10 years of like not making the playoffs.
So did I guess. No. Again, not a perfect comparison. Yeah. So that the circumstances for each are a bit off.
Yeah.
But
I get what you're saying. I get the comparison.
More of a playoff thing, kind of, and their like greatest moments or something.
I just wanted to toss a dig on Jordan in there.
I understand, but I think like the Mahomes LeBron thing. That's the feeling I get when I watch it. Like LeBron couldn't shoot threes. Then the Warriors happened, and everyone was shooting threes. Within like 2 years, he becomes a very competent 3-point shooter. So it's like. There's really no like LeBron is a perfect basketball player. Mahomes is a perfect football player, and so that's what I saw. It's crazy.
Yeah, I get that.
So yeah,
I think a big thing in this game for me was everyone kind of forgot that just the Bengals O-line is just not healthy.
So unhealthy.
And the Chiefs defense looked.
Last game against the Bills was an aberration for that O-line.
Yeah, that was like that Dak Prescott game.
Exactly.
A couple weeks ago.
Yes, yeah.
The Chiefs had. The Chiefs had 5 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, and 12 QB hits. And this is what I talked about before. What the Bengals had to do was pressure Mahomes. They had 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and only 5 QB hits.
Not enough.
Not
enough.
Not nearly enough. He can't get out of the pocket.
He did it that one time, and he was like, I was like, is he going to come out of the game?
And then he looked at the sideline, he was like, don't worry, I'm good, guys.
He's so sick.
But, like, you have to, like, you had to get after him.
That should have been their number one focus.
The best way possible, like, you kind of had to hurt Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, you had to absolutely
roughen him up a bit.
Go for that. Like, make him, at the least, make him move.
5 QB hits is not enough.
No, and even if that was their main goal, they did a very poor job executing it. And Mahomes he was so great. And he was so great in the first half, too. It was...
Yeah, I have some good stats. I also want to Actually, I'll go over the good stats first.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes became second all time in conference championship passing touchdowns.
Cool. He's been in the league for a couple hours.
6 years.
Yeah.
He's only 27.
Yeah. He's under 30.
Second to Brady.
That's ridiculous.
And also Mahomes and Kelsey have the second most touchdowns in playoff history.
The combination?
Like, combination.
Behind Brady and Gronk?
And they're only 2 behind.
Okay, so that'll be broken.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
The
Kelsey thing is a whole other thing.
Kelsey's a beast.
His longevity is remarkable for a tight end.
If we want to touch on maybe a bad spot in a weakness.
And the
Chiefs, yeah. They had 20 carries for 42 yards.
No run game.
No run
game. And Mahomes still did what he did.
He had
no run support.
There were 29 completions for 326 yards, and they only had 42 yards on the ground, with a long of 6 yards.
Isaiah Pacheco was easily their best back.
He's a beast.
But he runs. Oh, God.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's something you kind of have to establish, but they're doing their thing.
That's why I know.
I'm not going to judge it. I'm just saying, like, 20 carries for 42 yards is.
That's my whole thing, and we'll talk about this more next week. But that's what I worry about facing a very good Eagles team. Is like you got to have something else. Like at this point,
manage the clock and
exactly. Like at some point, it's gonna come back. Ronald Jones got a carry last night.
Yeah, I also have him later for the
cool.
Wagons.
Cool.
1 carry, no yards.
Yeah, that was.
He also, every time I see him, he's a beast. He looks so
cool. Yeah,
he looks
so cool.
Beast.
Same with Pacheco, dude. Pacheco's so cool. But also Mahomes, like all of his receivers got hurt. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 116 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, that was sweet.
It's unbelievable.
They all did get hurt, which was crazy.
Yeah, Marcus Kemp had a catch last night. You know the great Marcus Kemp?
Yeah, Sean's brother.
Yeah, right. I just...
Kadarius Toney was hurt.
Juju got hurt.
Jarek McKinnon was out for a bit.
McCole got hurt.
Yeah.
McCole came back and got hurt.
And Travis came into the game hurt. Like, it was pretty crazy. But their defense stepped up. They shut down Jamar Chase, basically, for
except for that one play.
90% of the game.
Yeah. And Chris Jones did what Chris Jones does.
Yeah.
Destroy that game. He won it, basically, right? I mean, he was that...
Those were his first 2 ever sacks in the playoffs.
You're kidding me, really?
Yeah.
Hell of a time to do it, Chris Jones. He should be talked about at this point, not in terms of career, but at this point in terms of best tackles in the league.
He's definitely up there. He's definitely up there.
Yeah. It was just a extraordinary display for Mahomes. He's also like the best dude ever too.
I know,
which is another LeBron thing.
Mahomes is pretty sweet. Yeah.
Like he shouted out his trainer after the game instead of doing a gazillion other things. He was like, "This woman is the reason why I could play today."
Yeah.
It's like, good guy.
Big State Farm guy.
Huge State Farm.
Which is the, I don't know, sponsor of the stadium, Arizona.
That is interesting.
Kind of weird.
A lot of money wrapped up in that guy.
The old insurance industry.
Tinfoil hat. All right. That's all we got on the NFL.
Just quick thing for the Bengals going offseason, you have to keep T. Higgins.
He's so good.
You have to keep T. Higgins.
He's unbelievable.
He's just as good as Jamar Chase.
Best wide receiver 2 in the league. By far.
Would be a great wide receiver 1.
Yep.
You have to keep him.
So he's up already?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was drafted like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
All right. When we get back, we'll dive into Boston sports. Next week, we'll do all the preview stuff for the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Not this week. Welcome back. We're at an interesting.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We're at an interesting little time in Boston sports. There's a lot of polarity.
Yeah. Like a battery.
Very true. Positive and negative.
Yeah.
Positives being these 2 winter teams that are like unbelievably great, and then we have the Pats and the Sox, who everyone hates.
Yeah.
I saw this video. I forget who posted it, but it was like going around outside of TD Garden, I think before a Celtics game, and it was like, hey, if you one Boston sports team, like you can watch. And a lot of people said like the Cannons or the Revolution, but a lot of people said the Red Sox and the Pats, which is wild.
What?
If
you can watch?
You can watch forever.
Can't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was interesting to see. Yeah. Fun fact, the Cannons are actually the last Boston sports team to win a championship. So put some respect on their name, yes.
Are they in the PLL?
Yeah, they just merged, I believe. So I believe they won it all last year. Yeah.
Damn.
They're very interesting.
Go Cannons.
I could be totally wrong, but I know they won it last, though. I know that's true. All
right.
I have a little Patriots Colin Cowherd analogy.
Yeah, if you want to just peel it off of that. We haven't really updated in a while, but the Patriots did fire. Did they get rid of Joe Judge, too?
No, they haven't gotten rid of anybody.
Oh.
They're still very much part of that organization. Both of them. Yep.
Well, they brought in Bill O'Brien and named him the offensive coordinator and the quarterback's coach.
Yep, all of it.
So
whole thing. Like
there was a big article by
Harold the Herald, I believe.
That's his name?
No, the Herald.
Oh,
the Boston Herald.
It's Harold the Herald.
Yeah, he's great.
His name's Harold.
Good sports writer.
Yeah, but whatever. An article came out in the Herald talking about all the dysfunction in the Patriot system this past year.
Andrew Callahan.
AC.
Good work.
Great work, Andrew. Good reporting.
Yep.
Just all the dysfunction in the
organization
this year. It was pretty funny to read, actually.
But it was really wild. All of this stuff that is very not Patriots-like.
Although it does seem everyone seems to be behind Mac Jones, which is an upset. Well, everyone, as in the players.
Yeah, which I guess you should be behind your quarterback, but I hate the quarterback. So,
I'm not out yet. I actually that article actually revived my hope in Mac Jones a little bit.
No one is doing well in that system. I just hate the way it looks.
Yeah, it's hard to blame him after that article came out.
Which is, I guess, fair enough. My analogy is that the Patriots are becoming Blockbuster. You know, a lot of these other teams are Netflix.
Oh, I thought you meant like
no.
hot on the market.
No, like the company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they were real successful, and Netflix were always their little brother, like the Pats were, because they just kept doing the same thing and kept working. Then Netflix was like, "Hey, we're gonna start a streaming service, and everyone can." And Blockbuster, that's a dumb idea. We're not gonna pay wide receivers.
Right.
We're not gonna draft wide receivers. We're not gonna.
That's a crazy analogy.
Yeah,
because Blockbuster just doesn't exist anymore.
No, so maybe
like Redbox.
Redbox. They're still around.
Yeah.
Somehow. So maybe Redbox. They're more Redboxy, but
there's some of them.
They're not changing, and they're just still doing like the same shit. Like Bill O'Brien, just another Patriots guy. And he's like, well, the offense was number 2 in the league when he was around. So it was like every offense the Pats had under either him or McDaniel or Weiss.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you expect? It was Tom Brady.
And
Randy Moss.
Yeah. So like I don't know, like whatever, but like it'll be better for sure.
That's my thing. Like, obviously this year we did not even have a full playbook.
Yeah.
So at least this year we'll have some diversity of plays, hopefully.
It was always it was a big red flag when in the beginning of the season Mac was like, yeah, well, I'm teaching Patricia too. It's like a mutual thing. No, that's not how it should go. That's not the relationship.
Yeah, and according to the article, it got to the point where Mac would not even talk to Joe Judge, which is crazy.
Fully phased out of the whole offensive scheme.
I don't know.
But they're still around. They have not been relieved of their duties.
I forgot about that.
So that's wild. And the whole like, and what's Bill doing now at the Senior Bowl? I've never seen Bill more happier than when he goes to the Senior Bowl.
Gets so excited.
He loves the Senior Bowl.
Loves coaching up some dudes.
Like some future car insurance.
Just loves the lineman.
Yeah, loves the like 25-year-old lineman.
Florida Gators.
Yeah.
The dude from Harvard.
The Harvard lineman. That's probably going to be our first round pick.
Probably our right tackle.
Yeah, like he loves it too. He's so happy.
Good for him. He deserves it.
I guess, but I mean, geez, that is not where we're going to find our future All-Pros, I don't think.
You never know. That's really.
You're right, but
that's what he does.
Like, can we just take?
He finds all pros.
Jordan Addison, please.
Nah.
The Harvard guy's gonna be available in the 5th round. I'm telling you.
He probably won't get drafted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, he's gonna be around. You know, like
like Stetson Bennett. He'll be around.
I'd be shocked if he gets drafted.
He just got released from jail.
Oh, okay.
So. You never know.
Saban's going to come and offer those cops. That was a great tweet. Yeah, so I'm pretty out on the Pats right now. I do love seeing Bill happy, but it's hilarious that it's just always at the Senior Bowl. He'll love it. No one loves the Senior Bowl more than Bill Belichick.
I don't even think the players like it as much as he does.
Right? It's like, we got to do. I'm 25.
One more game in Florida. It's going to be hot as balls.
I just want to. Bill's like, hey, this.
Like,
he loves coaching up those lines.
You got to go up and under.
I think it's his hobby.
Yeah.
Like that is his hobby.
Yeah, that's what he plays for.
He loves it. Anyway. So we'll see.
That's a little Pats update.
We'll see it'll be interesting to see what they do, and that'll be our talking points for the next couple months. But I don't know. I'm still. The article was very telling. My only goal is that hope is that it got so bad that now it has to get better, type of thing. So.
Right. Yeah. I guess only one way.
Right. The Sox.
Red Sox.
It's remarkable. I have a question.
Okay, I have an answer.
Is the Mookie Betts trade the worst trade of our lifetimes for teams we support?
The worst trade of our lifetimes.
Yeah, there's the Kyrie Irving trade, which I still stand behind.
Oh, I like that trade because Isaiah Thomas didn't play after that.
Right. There's got to be some Pats ones. Not really, actually. There's some the Tyler Sagan Bruins trade that comes to mind. I think it's got to be.
Who did we get in return?
Alex Verdugo.
Verdugo Red Sox.
And Jeter Downs.
I think it's worth saying Verdugo Sox at the game.
That's Verdugo Red Sox. Yeah. So that might just agree with it. That trade was horrible.
I don't understand baseball trades at all.
And his whole thing was like, well, we just didn't have the money.
We'll give you an MVP for 3 guys that are 26 and they're in.
He loves it here, by the way.
System.
He's super happy here.
How do you do? Boston's a sweet spot to be.
He loves it.
You're probably.
We didn't feel comfortable giving him an 8-year deal, really, because he's like halfway into it, and did he win the MVP last year? Like he was in the MVP voting. So I don't know. It was horrible though. Like they literally had a championship core, all in their prime, and they're like, I'm pretty.
Actually, not even in their prime. Just only going to get better. Really.
Yeah, like Benintendi had a great end of the year this year.
And Devers was like a rookie.
Yeah.
And
Bogarts was
like young. Yep. He was young, dude.
Yeah. Like, and he was just, and you had a generational talent in Mookie Betts who loved the city, and the city loved him. I'm all set.
No, we'll pass.
And the same thing with Bogey. Talk about most popular guy in Boston. Who doesn't love Xander Bogaerts?
Yeah, he's just a smiley guy.
I love him, and he's a great player, one of the league's best shortstops. And we got rid of him because we just couldn't pay him. And it's like, all right, that's a fair argument sometimes, especially in the NFL. Then we proceeded to spend more than what he was owed on other players.
Right.
So we had the money. Maybe if you didn't buy the Penguins, thank God you bought the Penguins, John Henry. Oh my God, he was booed twice. He got booed at the Winter Classic. and he got booed at some event in Springfield a couple nights ago.
Yeah, he did, but Cora handled that fine. Cora was all over that one.
Cora's great. Cora's the best.
Guy.
I would rather, like, Shane Bloom. I'm out on Shane Bloom. I'm so out on Shane Bloom. He was hired to, like, rebuild the farm system.
Yeah, I don't really understand farm systems in baseball either. I'm not really into that. But I actually am not fully out on the Red Sox this year.
Okay, because baseball's just wild.
They always surprise me. They never do what I expect.
2013, that team was supposed to be bottom of the league.
Yeah. They went. What did they went from the worst team in the league
twice, right?
to the championship, and then to the worst team in the league.
Yeah. Baseball's wild like that. We have we signed that guy from the Royals, who I was reading into. All he does is either strike out or hit home runs.
To do with the beard?
I'm not sure. No. Different guy. Different guy.
They signed
that guy I know.
Not the ginger guy.
No, not the ginger guy.
Yeah.
Justin Turner.
Yeah. Who's like 39.
Super old. Super old.
Sweet.
This guy's like, he just strikes out or hits home runs, which, like, I thought that was like a 2007 thing.
Yeah, no.
I thought like analytics were pretty off that type of baseball player.
Aaron Judge.
I guess, but he's like Aaron Judge, you know, like he's hit
winning
60
the
home
MVP.
runs, I guess. But so maybe that guy will be fun.
At least we got Makatasha Yoshida.
Thank God we have him.
Is that his name?
Something like that. 28, right?
Yes, 28 rookie, 28-year-old rookie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's like, well, we got to put these guys in the farm system, develop. You're telling me, like, Jeter Downs couldn't bat 7 on this lineup?
Yeah.
Or that guy that we drafted a couple of years ago, what's his name? He's supposed to, like, be my next Mookie Betts?
Don't know.
Real cool, though. He was drafted, like, 3rd.
Don't know.
Put him in the starting lineup. Put him in the starting 9. Like, you're telling me he's not going to get some valuable experience. Baseball's the worst.
I don't know. I feel like we could have a sneaky good team this year. I just don't understand how baseball works.
Thank God they re-signed Devers, because I think the city would have burned down. I saw a thing and it was like, will we be seeing like fans with like bags over their heads at games this year?
It would have been bad if Devers was. I don't think we'll be that bad. We might be bad, but I don't think we're like ever going to be the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Henry stuff's getting bad, but I know it's just annoying how like we act like we're not super rich. We're the 3rd richest team in the league. And we act like we're like
I hate
Cleveland Guardians.
Thing, that we can't sign. Like the Padres.
The Padres? Are you kidding me?
I guess they're a big market now, but like they signed 3
huge
biggest contracts.
Exactly. Like we could do that and not blink an eye. We gave Pablo Sandoval like $200 million.
Yeah, it's the most random people.
Like, God, Hanley Ramirez. Remember that guy?
I do remember Hanley Ramirez.
You know who has the highest ticket margins in the league is the Boston Red Sox. They have the highest ticket prices in the league.
Oh, yeah, well, because it's a good place.
So,
not a good spot.
Where's that money going to? Oh, I know. Buying the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Buying the Penguins and selling Liverpool.
They haven't done that yet.
Is that what they're selling?
Yeah, I would like them to get a move on with that, so we could get some funds.
Afford. Yeah,
unbelievable. If we want to shift to a more positive note, the Bruins and Celtics are awesome.
Celtics are awesome, except not in the last. They're both 1-3 in the last 4.
Mm. The Celtics and Bruins. Are we concerned?
I'm more concerned about the Celtics than the Bruins.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too.
I think the little stretch of losses for the Bruins is not a terrible thing.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Their expectations are so high, and there's only 2 ways to go from here. Like, be the greatest team of all time or be a massive failure. Which
is, like, every team that's won the President's Trophy in the last, like, 30 years have lost in, like, the first round.
Massive failure. Yeah.
So, except, that's not really true, but none of them have won the Cup. The Lightning in 2019 was, like, literally the best regular season team ever, and they got swept in the first round by the Columbus Blue Jackets. So
really? Didn't the Lightning win, like, back-to-back?
Yes, they won, like, every other year that wasn't that year. Okay. It was crazy. Yeah, so I'm not really concerned about the Bruins thing. I kind of want them to lose a little more, and they're pretty injured. So
they're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah,
and that's their first loss twice in a row this year. So maybe just limp it into the All-Star break and then just go from there.
Yeah, fine by me.
Rest the boys a bit.
Maybe pick up another little piece in the deadline. You'll be all right. I'm pumped about that, actually. The Celtics, I got some concerns about Coach Joe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to voice them?
I'm worried. I've been saying this. I'm worried that we're playing Tatum too much.
I'm not at all. Although he does have a wrist injury, which I don't know if you know about this, but he's probably gonna have to get surgery in the offseason.
Oh boy,
it's like not great.
That's gonna be not fun in June.
That's why he took time off after that overtime game, last overtime game, because he played 41 straight minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Do we need that
to end the game?
Do we need that?
Straight.
He was gassed at the end of the Miami game, which I watched.
He has like the 5th highest usage rate in the.
I don't know if we need that.
NBA. I don't know. It seemed like at the beginning of the year, their plan was to kind of win as many games early as you can, like put yourself in the top 3, and then kind of be decent for the rest of the season, so that way you can rest towards the end. Instead of like what the Lakers are doing, which they're like, let's just rest everyone now and then we'll be fine come playoff time. But you're the 13th ranked team in the West.
Got to get in.
Got to get in.
Got to get in first. You know who I would love if I were the Celtics right now? Gallinari.
He said he's excited to play.
Are we sure?
I don't know. He's old.
I would love
He's
that,
real
though.
old. He is much older than you think.
What, 34?
He's like, if you look, he's played on like the Hawks in like 2008.
Are you kidding me? He's great though. He's a great Celtic. He's 34. Nailed it. He goes to like every game.
So, yeah, loves it.
Away too. Mm-hmm. Like he's the best. I've seen that guy walking around.
Well, he really doesn't have anything else to do.
No.
He's from like
Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Italian. Super Italian.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. But he you can tell like good Celtic. I would and his size, real big. I would love
He's someone that would be good.
Another wing.
We'd love to come back. But we need like a backup big guy. We actually do need a backup big guy. You know who would be great?
Who?
Noah Vonleh.
Yeah. Maybe we had him. You know who else would be cool? Josh Richardson.
I don't know. We don't really need scoring wings as much as we think.
Really? Well, Gallinari would just be great to have.
We have a lot of big
Gallinari
guards or
could play
guys.
Backup center.
We like think about come playoff time. Like Rob Williams is
gonna be hurt.
Knee is kind of hurt, and Al is old.
Oh yeah.
So like you're playing you're playing Embiid. You're gonna want an extra guy just to play even 10 minutes, just to kind of get in there and be chippy with him.
Yeah.
Foul him a bit.
He's gonna be the problem.
So
I think we never really have problems with him, but he's gonna be so good. What happened to Sam Hauser? I thought he was.
Yeah, he just stopped shooting that. He just forgot to shoot for a bit, but he'll be alright. He's just in a little slumpage.
Okay, cool.
I have a question about Joe Mazzulla, which I don't know. I'll just ask it. Should he start calling timeouts late in the game?
That's what I was going to say.
We lost to the Heat with a timeout on the board, didn't call timeout, and they went and just missed. Tatum got a great shot, he just missed, which I was fine with that possession.
Me too.
Next game, we're playing the... Who was it?
Was it the Lakers after that?
No.
I thought it was the Magic before
We lost the Magic, lost to the Heat.
Which is we all same. Also,
the Knicks. The Knicks,
correct. Yep.
Which we went to overtime.
Same thing.
That was the 51. Yeah.
Yeah, watch that. Yep.
He didn't call timeout late in the game. Jaylen Brown went and got fouled, got 2 free throws, which is a good possession.
Sure.
You were down 1.
Yeah.
And you went on and just lost the game that way too. So I'm not upset with him not calling these timeouts late in the game, but we're 0 for 2.
What I'm upset about, in a vacuum, I always like the Curry against OKC thing, the no timeout, and that what Tatum did the other night that he missed, but it was a great possession. I love that. What I don't love is when Miami's on a 14-0 run and you're not calling a timeout.
Yeah,
please call a timeout.
We're out on that. We're out on that
because
this dude on Twitter, I forget his name. He works for Barstool, I think. He's just a big Celtics guy, and he's fully in on that. He's because he's done the research. You come out on the run and they just keep scoring.
Analytics, really.
Yeah.
But it's it hasn't worked the last 3 games.
Yeah, I get it.
It's absurd. It should have. I feel like the great coaches always as soon as anything starts to go wrong, timeout. Enough. Enough. Yeah. It's Joe never does that.
Yeah.
There are points where the Magic game too. They went on a crazy run and it just kept going. And I was
Yep.
So I don't know. I would like some more timeouts for him.
The Magic are a good team, by the way. They're going to be great in a
couple
of years.
I'm so into the Magic. Come playoff time, you're playing a Heat or a 76ers. All of a sudden they go on a 17-3 run. The game's over.
Yeah.
Playoffs, it's a whole different ball game. So I hope he grows out of that.
If we want to talk about the Lakers game quick, obviously that big controversy with the
sure.
The
four missed calls, by the way, in the last couple of minutes. 3 of them against the Celtics, 1 of them.
Which, like we said earlier, it's just sports. That one on LeBron was
egregious.
A bad foul.
Yeah.
Bad time for it.
Yep. The arm's part of the ball.
But he just should not have reacted like that. What a child. What a child.
That's why people don't like you, LeBron. Especially people in Boston.
I get it, because it was definitely foul, and there's been a couple of games this year where they've been cheated out of games because of fouls like that, but
that's crazy.
You can't do that.
That's crazy.
You can't.
I mean, that was on par with your reaction to winning the championship in Cleveland.
Yeah. I saw someone on Twitter was Jordan would never react like this. And then they played the clip of when Jordan's talking to the ref.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
anything for you, Michael?
He's like, yeah, he fouled me. And he's like, all right, foul, 55. 2 hands in the back. That's like, yeah, because that doesn't happen.
Are you sure, Michael? He's like, yeah. He's like, okay.
That's a foul. Yeah. And it sucks that they already used their replay, but also the possession before that, if Jaylen Brown missed that free throw, he would have, his life would have been over.
Yeah.
His career would have been over. He never would have made a free throw in the clutch ever again.
Thank
if he missed 3 straight,
I know.
He got fouled and won and needed the free throw to tie the game.
Yeah.
And he drilled it with 4 seconds left. But if he missed that...
Yeah. We watched that game in the same place, but couldn't be farther apart.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I had no idea where you were.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was a whole watch party going on.
I was with a bunch of girls.
Upstairs. That's sweet. I was by myself in a kitchen watching it on my phone.
No, actually, college girls are the worst people to watch the game with. Because they were just standing in front of me. They're like, oh my God!
Yeah.
Have you seen it so long? And I was like, yeah, fucking LeBron's getting,
Yeah, I need to
Patrick
watch this.
Beverly. I need to see Patrick Beverly.
I don't care about you at all. Yeah.
Patrick Beverly also turned into the Hulk.
Drug test him.
I bet he is. I bet he will get drug tested. That was his first dunk in 3 years.
He can't do that.
His first dunk in 3 years.
So I was I was watching that game, obviously, and I could not understand what I was watching.
The Patrick Beverly thing?
I was like,
just because you were...
No, more like half and half, but probably more so because it was Patrick Beverly. I was like, that's
who is that guy?
That's not real. Who did they get him?
Yeah.
That's not... Is that Derek Jones
Is that
Jr.?
Mac McClung?
Yeah. That can't be... That is not Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
So that was weird. But it kind of we barely pulled it out against the Lakers. That's kind of how we've been playing the last weekish.
Yeah, I'm glad we also did our job in the overtime.
Yes, that's a good skill to have.
Because we lost to the Knicks in overtime too, and if the same thing happened, I don't like the trend of losing in overtime.
No, that's the worst, especially in basketball because you don't get a point.
Yeah.
Are you who are you worried about in the East right now?
I'm not worried about the Nets, but
You are.
No.
Kyrie's been real good.
Yeah, but they're terrible without when Kyrie sits. Their team is not good depth wise.
Curry's been shooting well too. Yeah.
Curry's been shooting well, but they're gonna I could see them trading Curry or Joe Harris because they don't really need both of them.
Yeah, they're kind of the same.
And they need Curry's kind of a liability on defense, and they need
They could use a wing.
Yeah.
Especially with KD. When does KD come back? Like a month?
Probably a couple weeks after All-Star break. Yeah. I'm probably most scared of the Bucks, dude. It's just the Bucks.
I can't convince myself behind Philly. I know they're playing.
Although the Bucks are a little short too. Middleton has not been playing
well or playing at all.
Really playing at all.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just been hurt for a while. I don't know. The Bucks are scary just because Giannis is scary.
Right, but we beat them. You know what I mean?
We've beat all the teams.
Yeah.
We swept the Nets last time.
I know. They just seem a little different now. The 76ers, I think that's sort of the team that people are talking about. I'm not gonna I will be shocked if they're healthy come April.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be healthier than the other teams.
But it's so there's that, but then Harden in the playoffs. You're gonna give me Harden in the playoffs. They're great.
Yeah, but when have you seen Harden as a number 2 in the playoffs?
That's fair.
It's been a while.
That's a good point.
Been a while.
So you're kind of in on them? We also just never have trouble with Philly. So
I think they'll win the playoff series.
Yeah, but I mean for us.
I think it'll be a good series.
Okay.
I think it'll be a good series. I hope they match up with the Nets.
Really? I don't want anything to do with the Nets.
No, I hope they match up with the Nets.
Same.
I would love to see that series. But that means we'd probably match up with the Bucks, which would be...
Yeah, that would be not great.
I don't know. You're going to play a tough series regardless.
Is Miles Turner ever going to get traded?
He just signed an extension. Yeah. I don't know. Halliburton's coming back. They're not too far. I don't even know what this is.
The Turner stuff's just hilarious all the time.
They're pretty far. Although they're...
The East is weird because if one team has a bad week, the Cavs are right back.
They're only 4 games back of the, not being in the play-in.
Yeah.
4 games back of being the 6th seed.
Yeah. So, and the Cavs are still just sneaking around. The Cavs scare me more than the 76ers scare me.
The Cavs are pretty scary, yeah. Donovan Mitchell's good. They got some good guard play.
They could definitely upset us. And the Heat always just play us well for some reason.
The Heat have been playing real well lately.
I do not want any part of them in playoffs.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't really want to play anyone, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'd like to just be
I'd like to be in the Western Conference.
Me too. The Nuggets I'll believe it when I see it with them. The Warriors are still just so good when everyone's there, but it seems like they're just always disjointed this year. Oh, the Timberwolves have turned it around a bit as of late.
Yeah.
But it's easy to do that in the West.
Cat is so hurt he can't sit on the bench.
I heard they're going to trade Gobert.
And they're saying he's coming in, he'll be back in a week. And he can't go to games because he can't sit on the bench.
Cool. Ant is you got to just build around that guy. I think it's hilarious.
Underrated superstar. So underrated superstar.
Yeah.
He's averaging 25 points a game.
Really? Will he be a starter in the West, do you think?
No. They already announced him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He was not there.
Yeah.
The GM, I think it's hilarious that they gave that GM 10 years, $40 million or whatever, and he traded for Gobert. They're talking about trading him.
Yeah, I mean they're in a better spot than they were a while ago, but I don't know. D'Lo's not. I don't know if D'Angelo Russell's a good basketball player.
I don't either. He's one of those guys where it's is he a good basketball? I don't know.
He could be a good third option if Cat is healthy. I don't know. They have a good team, dude.
Yeah, they do. They still have that coach who I like. But I've been waiting for this. I thought they were going to be a top 3 seed, really good regular season team type of team, and they were garbage up until the week
I'm pumped about the Kings.
Oh,
third
pumped.
Seed.
So pumped about the Kings.
The Beam team.
The Beam team and those fans are the best.
Yeah, Kevin Herter.
I love the fans.
I'm in on the Kings.
They're such a good. Also, their stadium, when they built that new stadium a couple of years ago, it's very it's hard to explain, but it's very Rose Bowl-y. Yeah, it's very everyone's sort of on top of each other.
Yeah, it's straight up.
Yeah, and so the energy is really cool, and the way the lower bowl is sort of situated, it just you see they're a fun league pass team.
They are a great league pass team.
They're this year's Hornets.
Also, De'Aaron Fox is underrated superstar.
Yeah, you guys have a history though.
I fucking
business wise.
Me and him don't get along too well.
Right. But yeah, they're a fun team. I would love. They're a team that everyone can get behind for sure. Who's Oh, they have the Warriors' old coach. They have Mike Brown, right? That's their coach.
I think so.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's working out. He's always been he's a professional. That's crazy that him and the other guy were on that staff last year for the Warriors. He'll get offers this year, I bet. All right. Yeah, that's basically all I got.
As far as Boston sports
it's a very interesting time. It's usually and it's even with I feel with our teams we've never really had because we weren't the Pats in 2007, but if our teams are good, they're the 3rd seed. You know what I mean? Even the year where we won in the East with Isaiah Thomas, we were never dominating.
No, it was still they're just the Celtics.
Exactly, and they're always good, 3rd seed, 2nd seed, 4th seed. This year we have 2 teams that are dominating the league.
Yeah,
it's very interesting.
I agree.
Yeah, it's kind of unnatural.
Do we want to do? Quick keeping up with soccer.
Oh yeah, we'll do that next. Yeah. All right, so that's Boston. When we get back, we'll talk about some soccer. Also, if I could just say, Patrice Bergeron is the best. He's having maybe his best season in 19 years.
I thought he was way older than he is, though.
He's not that old?
I think he's
Well, he came into the league when he was 18, so...
I think he's 27.
He's not 27. That is so... He's 37.
Yeah, I read that wrong.
Yeah. I was that is... Yeah.
He's way older than I thought.
He's super old. Yeah, super old. Dude, talk about, what a break it was that he didn't retire. Remember how he was, gonna retire?
Yep.
And
Who retired and came back?
Krejci.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the blue. He was I'm just gonna come back, and he's been fucking huge.
He's been in the league since I've been alive.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Him and Bergie literally got drafted in 2003. So. Yeah.
You were one.
I was 1 year. I mean, he couldn't speak a lick of English when he came to the league.
Yeah. Neither could you.
No. We were similar. Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming. We're gonna be right back.
We're still gonna be here.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to do some wagONs, wagOFFs. Just a reminder, wagONs basically just things that had a good 2 weeks. wagOFFs, things that we're just off. We're just out on.
Because we're the Wagon podcast.
Exactly. All right, wagONs.
Wagon, I'll start. My first WagON of the week is Ronald Jones.
Okay.
Because he's competing for his 2nd Super Bowl. And he's just I don't know, just good for you, Ronald Jones.
He's cool.
I forgot he existed. I saw him in the NFC Championship, and I was like, hey, would love to be that guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
My second one is Rory McIlroy. Yeah, Rory, and also Phil had a little spotlight there. So this week, Rory won the, whatever it's called, the Dubai Classic or some shit, whatever it's called. But he won this big, the 2023 Hero Dubai Desert Classic.
Obviously.
Which obviously is a big controversy because of the Middle East thing, the Saudi money and the
enemy territory.
The Live Tour. And so he he played well the first day, shot 7 under something, and Phil Mickelson tweeted, congratulations, Rory McIlroy, shot a great round in the Middle East. If you want to watch golf from the Middle East, you can check it out on the PGA Tour channel.
Phil
I thought it was a great tweet.
It was good. He's a good tweeter.
He got all hate. And There was also a lot of controversy between Rory and Patrick Reed because Patrick Reed's obviously in the Live Tour. Rory wouldn't talk to him on the range.
Christmas Eve.
Patrick Reed threw a tee at him. No, this happened like 3 days ago. Patrick Reed tried to go up to Rory. He's like, "What's up, man?" And Rory wouldn't look at him. And then Patrick Reed flicked a tee at him.
That's crazy.
And Rory went on to win this thing, beating Patrick Reed barely. And I just think it's sick that Rory just loves. He needs something to play for.
Yeah.
And when he can, he's a beast.
Yeah.
But he said it was one of the toughest rounds he's ever had to play.
He's such a beast. The Patrick Reed thing is a lawsuit, right? Rory got served on Christmas Eve by Patrick Reed's lawyers.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a whole other thing.
I forgot about that.
That's just wild.
Patrick Reed also lost his ball in a tree and was like, "Yep, my ball's right here."
There it is.
Another big rule controversy.
He's the worst.
Yeah, Rory McIlroy Wagon for
huge,
defying all odds.
Huge. My first Wagon is HBO. Just churned out another all-time show in The Last of Us. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just what it's very weird. We say this sometimes with football. Their whole identity is just being good. The 49ers, they're just gonna be well run.
It's a zombie show, right?
Every time, yeah, based off a video game. First ever video game thing to be a good show.
Is it any different than any other zombie show though?
I haven't watched a lot of zombie shows, but it's real good. It's good regardless.
Picture what a zombie show is.
It seems different.
There's zombies.
It's not what I would expect.
Just stay alive
because there's a massive time jump. But yeah,
okay.
And there's a underlying thing that needs to happen. But HBO just their whole identity is we just make some of the best shows of the decade.
Yeah, I don't have HBO.
Game of Thrones.
I haven't seen it.
Everything. They're just everything. They're just we're just gonna make a great show.
Yeah.
So that's my first Wagon. Second Wagon is Wrexham, AFC.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney's little football club.
Yeah, I saw that was.
So what's going on with them? They're a third division Welsh team in Scotland.
Yep.
No, Wales. Sorry. They that's their team. They're horrible. But so they had a great year. So the FA Cup in England and the United Kingdom is just every team plays in it. It's kind of like March Madness, right? Every
How many
team,
teams is
it's a lot, probably 60. Yeah, I think maybe more than 64. It starts off as, but every good team from every division. So Wrexham was in it because I think they won their league. Maybe they were close. They've advanced very far.
Yeah.
So they've won 3 or 4 rounds, I think, and so they played Sheffield United yesterday, a team who was in the Premier League a year ago. So a very well-known team, and they were up 3-2 in the 90th minute, and Sheffield actually scored to tie it.
Oh.
So this I don't understand, but if it ends in a tie, they just have to replay the game. So yeah, so there will be a replay. So I don't know what that's about.
That is crazy.
Yeah. It's not the Premier League, that's for sure.
I want to see if Wolverhampton's still alive. They're good.
Barely. Weston McKennie's going to show up to the relegation battle.
Boys, yeah.
It's because Leeds is slipping into that zone. All Americans. My last Wagon is Shannon Sharp. He's had a great last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm
so cool.
I guess.
No, being backed up by LeBron is so cool.
Cool sweater.
Yeah, sweet sweater.
But he should not have been let back in the stadium.
I don't care. He's so cool. He's Shannon Sharp.
All right.
It's LA. Should let LeBron be yeah, just ride with Shannon. 365. Yep. Fucking.
That is pretty cool.
Welcome to my dream.
Yeah. Also, just a Hall of Fame
tight end. Looks like he could still play. By the way, absolute stud.
Jacked.
All right, to wagOFFs.
Yep, my first wag-off is Glendale, Arizona. Just the greater Scottsdale, Glendale area. Because they're in for a whirlwind of hurt.
Oh, no.
Philly. No. The Eagles fans are going to absolutely destroy that place. It might cease to exist after this.
Yeah. It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
All those elderly.
It's going to be real bad.
Yeah. But, hey, that stadium loves just having the craziest football games played.
Yeah, should be a good game. Should be a great game, but just whatever goes on, win or loss, Glendale will burn.
Yeah, correct. Yep,
that's my first one. And my second one was Joseph Osai.
Definitely a wag-off.
Obviously because the late hit on Patrick Mahomes, but also during that play, he hyperextended his knee and will miss a lot of time. Dude, it was bad. That was the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh, late hit, and he can't walk.
No, ever again.
Yep. So
did you think they even sent their trainers over after?
No, they didn't. They were like, what? They were on their sideline, but they were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So not only did you just lose your team an entire season worth of football, but also you probably aren't going to walk for a little bit.
22 years old, by the way. He's
really
a year older than us. So that's
wowzers, big boy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Large man. Yeah. And
couldn't imagine being that big.
He's could be our buddy.
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
In that situation, sick.
But like, yeah, his leg, looked
total wag
looked
off.
Real bad.
Yeah. My first wag off, you inspired me, is Tony Romo.
Yeah.
That guy's
Jim.
Here we go, Jim.
This is it, Jim.
This is it. Really? Because there's 11 minutes left.
It's the second quarter.
Are you sure? He literally said that at the end of the third quarter.
This is it, Jim.
Had to reel him back in. Hey,
yeah,
sure.
No,
It's
My favorite was his call. He said, I tweeted this out. He said, you got to double. It was the Bengals were driving. He was like, you got to double Chase and T. Higgins. And they did, and then they just threw a 17-yard first down to Hayden Hurst. Great call, Tony Romo.
That's why you're not a coach. Because maybe you shouldn't dedicate 4 players to two guys.
Yeah, I was like, they did that, and they completed a 3rd and 17. They converted a 3rd and 17. Yep. So nice call, Tony.
He also, I tweeted about it because I thought it was funny. He compared Mahomes and Burrow to Drexler and Jordan,
and then also compared him to Magic Johnson.
Yes, he did. It's very Magic Johnson-y from Patrick Mahomes. Oh, really?
Really,
Tony?
Because he has AIDS.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Maybe
only HIV though.
Exactly. My other wag off is Cristiano Ronaldo. His Saudi Arabian team got eliminated from the playoffs. Basically, in like the first round.
He didn't even go to the best team.
No, I guess not. Like,
what's wrong? You could go, dude.
I guess his goalie had a real bad game. It's like you don't say.
Yeah,
I could start on that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
know.
They let in. Bad. So it was a rumor that he got another offer to play in the Premier League or a European house.
I have no idea how true that is. The thing about them is like they have the same owners as Newcastle. So
Al Nasser?
Yeah.
So they can rent him out?
So if Newcastle makes it the Champions League next year, he
can play for them?
Yeah.
If I was him, I would have gone and played for that Portugal team.
Yeah, Sporting Lisbon or whatever. Yeah, I would too. I would play in the MLS, but there was some weirdo MLS rule that made it so he couldn't transfer mid-season. Sporting KC, that was the team that was about to sign Ronaldo from the MLS. The team that Patrick Mahomes owns. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Also, I thought this was interesting. His manager, because the season's now over for Cristiano Ronaldo, he came out and was like, "Yeah, Ronaldo's still one of the best players in the world. He's not gonna end his career with Al Nasser. He's gonna end up back in Europe." And it's is this manager already trying to get rid of Ronaldo?
Yeah,
like that's
also
hilarious.
like such a Jerry Jones thing to say.
Exactly.
Just right after the game's over.
Can you stop? Can you take a breath?
Give him 5 minutes.
Oh my god!
Give him 5.
Oh, I got another wag on.
I have another wag off.
Okay, wag off.
The Cowboys.
So horrible. They're hilarious, aren't they?
They fired their offensive coordinator and named Mike McCarthy the play caller.
Their offensive coordinator who 8 months ago was getting head coach offers, by the way.
Oh my god.
Real young guy.
Mike McCarthy, the new play caller for the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm sure that'll go well.
You know what will make Dak Prescott better?
Mike McCarthy.
Give Mike McCarthy all the power.
Give Mike McCarthy more duties.
Yeah, give him more responsibility.
Like, are you kidding me? That guy clearly has too much on his plate right now. Like, and Kellen Moore just got hired by San Diego or the Chargers.
Yeah.
So I feel like imagine if that connection is amazing. Like, they're the worst.
What's your other wagon?
My wagon is Travis Kelce cutting a promo for the Cincinnati mayor after the game. Like literally The Rock. Like
he had an all-time
jabroni.
He had an all-time post game on the field. That was great.
One of the best post games we've seen.
Yeah,
it's from Travis Kelce. That was phenomenal. It's phenomenal stuff from him.
That was real good.
All right. Do you want to switch to some?
New segment.
New segment.
Q-tips.
Tips from Q.
I was inspired to make this segment because I love Q-tips, and I got some from the store the other day because my ears. I love them in my ears. So every time I get out of the shower, it's the best part of my day.
Really?
Just shoving a Q-tip in my ear.
Q-tips.
So here's my first Q-tip. Try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night.
Okay. You've noticed the difference when you do
Not me. I don't do it.
Oh.
But
and you're miserable.
And I hate life.
Okay. So there we go.
And my second Q-tip is to always just keep a football in your car.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be big on this.
That's a great one.
Yeah, no bonding with the boys is as how do I say this? You can't bond better than with the football.
One of my best memories is when we were waiting for the train.
Waiting for the train, and we almost missed it.
Yeah, because we were
tossing the pigskin around in the parking lot.
We were a good 18 to 20 minutes early.
Yep.
And we were like, let's throw the football around. Almost missed it.
Yeah,
because we were so in on the football.
19 minutes worth of passing the football.
Yeah.
So, dude,
it was great.
Nothing like hitting some corner routes.
I think similarly, golf clubs is also good to have in the car.
Yeah, but a football, you can toss it really anywhere. Definitely. Golf clubs, you can't pull up to target and toss the football around and hit some golf balls.
So true. Yeah.
Football is essential. So those are the first Q-tips.
Those are great Q-tips. Do we want to explore some hypothetical questions?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
A quick one?
Hit me.
Would you rather be an all-pro, top 3 offensive lineman, like right tackle, or a wide receiver 2 on a bad team?
I would take probably a wide receiver 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably.
I would definitely rather be an offensive tackle.
I'd probably take a wide receiver.
Yeah?
So cool.
Wide receiver is way cooler. You get a lot more attention.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I couldn't name a single right tackle.
Michael Onwenu for the Pats. Yeah. No, like left tackles are sick.
Left tackles are cooler than right tackles.
Yeah, left tackles are really cool. But being a good wide receiver is
but on a bad team, like you could just not be in the league in a couple of years easily. I feel like once you're an elite right tackle, your job security is through the roof.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, but I would go into coaching so fast.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd become.
That's true.
I just finagle my land.
Plus, you're on people's fantasy teams.
Exactly. And you could just carve out a nice little local gig. You could get a lot of good local marketing gigs.
Yeah, you could.
Houston.
I don't know. Right tackle, you're getting paid well. You're going to the Pro Bowl, and you're probably competing.
That's true.
At a high level.
That's true.
Plus, you don't some people would rather not be known. You know what I'm saying?
Like you're telling me Philip Dorsett isn't carving out a little some Houston restaurants.
I don't know. He's what's his net worth?
A couple million.
Yeah, right. That's still
yeah,
like a couple million.
Yeah, probably 300,000 guaranteed. That's not much at all. Yeah. Philip Dorsett. That would be the. Would you rather be Philip Dorsett or Trent Williams?
Trent Williams is gangster.
So cool. Does he seem just throw that man, fully grown human? Just said, I'm just going to take you with one arm.
And throw you right on the ground.
Right on the ground.
Yep. I don't know. I'd probably rather be an offensive tackle, but...
You're much, much faster as Philip Dorsett, though.
You are way faster.
You can win most races.
And smaller.
That's true. You are smaller.
Which fit into small places.
That's true. Trent Williams isn't cleaning any air ducts. Something to think about.
That's true.
You are winning most fights, though. You're winning.
But no one's probably getting into a fight.
Exactly. You're winning them before they start.
Yeah, no one knows who you are at all. Walking down the street, they'd be like, "Oh, they know." You get every time you walk down the street.
Who's that guy?
People are like, "What do you do?"
Who's that guy?
You're a massive individual.
How's the weather up there?
What do you do for a living?
You must do something physical.
I'm an offensive tackle for the Raiders.
Good, because I couldn't see you doing anything else.
Really? The Raiders? Yeah, I don't think
so. Philip Dorsett.
Oh my God, you're
on my buddy's fantasy team.
Yeah, you're from that commercial.
Yeah,
that local
exactly.
Barbecue.
Yeah, Sal's Barbecue.
Yeah,
down on 45th.
Oh, Sal's Barbecue.
Down on 45th. You get the cutout in there.
I'm also on the
Texans.
I'm also on the Texans, but
right. I know you from Sal's.
I know you from Sal's Barbecue.
Which interaction would you rather?
Probably the Sal's Barbecue one.
That's what I'm saying. I
don't know. You probably make way more money as an offensive tackle.
The Sal's Barbecue money, though, has got to be good.
Through the roof.
So that'd be their third location or something at this point. If you have space to rent in Houston, fastest growing city on the planet.
Well, not even the fastest growing city in the state. I'd assume Austin is.
Got it. That was Houston's claim to fame for a while, though.
Yeah.
Fastest growing city in America.
No, I think
the flood really.
I'm pretty sure their claim to fame is the
flood,
the rocket,
the space station. Yeah. Hey, we have a problem. No one knows who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I'm Philip Dorsett.
I thought you were referencing the Houston. We have a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Multi.
Yep.
Took them both.
Faceted.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I guess.
I'd probably still rather be Trent Williams
than Philip Dorsett.
Yeah, definitely.
Me too.
Yeah, hands down.
Me too. Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, we made some arguments for Philip.
Oh, we were very unbiased for sure. That was we explored that well.
I would take either.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd rather be either of them than me.
And none of it matters if you're not getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
None of it matters.
All out the window.
True.
You can kiss that goodbye.
Yep.
All right. When we come back, we're gonna do something that is very expected. We're gonna be doing a Bachelor Draft. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome to the Wagon podcast.
Yeah, we're joined here by Abby Grealis.
Yep. So happy
Front
to be
center.
here. Do you look at the camera?
Program. Yes.
This is my sister,
Okay.
Abby.
Honored.
Big
she's
sports
our
guy.
resident
Huge.
Bachelor correspondent.
That took me by surprise.
Are you a little off kilter?
I was a little off
Little off
kilter when I
kilter.
saw that.
All right, so what we're going to be doing is drafting members of this season's The Bachelor.
Yep.
And
The
we're just going to
Bachelor.
be sticking with them for the whole season, see how well they do.
Whoever goes the longest wins a wife.
Yes. Yep, of their
So,
choosing.
If that's all right with you.
Of the losers choosing.
Oh, okay. I'll just
Yeah,
make that work, I guess.
cool. We're going to draft based on character.
Well,
yeah, right, dude.
You know, things
No,
that
you can
matter.
be. You
Character.
can like.
This is what the show is about, right?
Yeah, this show is
The
literally
show is-
about that.
That's the worst. Okay, great.
You can be so rude.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They're still,
There's still people, but
People.
not really.
No, they are people. So we're going to draft based on people first. Who
Yeah.
do you think is the best person?
All right, we'll give
Okay.
the.
Because that is what gets you that far, right?
You're planning away games, so we'll give you the first pick.
Yeah, and it okay. The Bachelor is about
Yeah.
like who makes
We'll
the best
go- we'll go-
connection.
Bang, bang. Matt laughs.
that
Me
seems
last.
like
Yeah, but you get. We'll
You
do a
know
snake.
who
a
it is.
strange
Will we do a
order.
snake?
Yeah, we'll do snake.
All right, we'll do
I'll
snake.
I
keep
know how to
track
do
and
a
I'll share
snake
the
draft.
doc with you after.
You know how to snake draft? All right.
All right, perfect.
Yep,
Like
just
a
like
snake.
your favorite animal.
Yeah.
All right, you're up first.
All right, go ahead. Who's your first pick?
Oh. I'm not ready.
Okay.
All right,
Well, just take your time.
you're on the clock.
Okay, actually, I know my first pick. I just don't know her. Actually, okay.
Okay.
My number one pick, I don't think she's going to win it, but I think she's going to go far, is Gear. Gear.
I think it's Greer.
Who?
It's
Her
definitely
full
Greer.
name's Greer.
Greer.
Why doesn't she have? Okay.
I didn't really catch her name.
Yeah.
Greer.
Only 24.
She got the first impression rose.
Oh, that's.
Well, he's only 26.
You're kidding.
Oh, all right.
She got the first impression rose, which means
Okay.
she won't win.
Okay.
But they had a really good chit-chat,
All right.
and they're both in Houston. So
Oh,
I think
that's
it's
big.
I think
The
it's
fastest growing city in the
promising.
world.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're
So
at an
she's-
unfair advantage because you've watched the Bachelor before.
Well, Quinn and I were supposed to be watching it,
Yep.
So you're gonna have to start.
It's on Mondays.
If you want any.
It's
priority
on
in this
Mondays.
game. Oh, okay.
but the
Tonight.
Tonight.
we didn't really. Yep, 8 tonight. So
All right.
we'll all
Great.
watch it tonight. With
They're
our
pretty
picks.
long
Perfect.
episodes.
Perfect. I have a bunch of time, so.
Okay. My first pick, I'm going to go Christina Mandrel.
You're.
That
was my pick.
Yeah,
You
that's my
think
pick.
so?
She's 26.
All right,
Dude,
I
so
actually
they-
already
come
know
on.
some.
She is
some
gorgeous.
stuff on her.
Dude, come on.
She's gorgeous.
She's gonna lose
I can
now.
confirm that she does go far, but
Oh, what?
there's.
Oh, I
there's-
forgot about that. There's just leaks in every season. So everyone, like,
Oh yeah,
knows what's
sorry,
gonna happen.
leak.
Like,
That's yeah.
She's gorgeous.
You're the worst.
She has a child.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She's with child. Has
She's
had.
She's with child or has a child?
Has
Dude,
had
tell me-
child.
tell me what about The Bachelor.
Tell me that.
All right. Well, she has a 12-year-old daughter.
What? 12? She's 26.
Right.
She can't possibly be 12.
But the
Her kid
problem
is
is
26.
with her. Right.
She's
so how old
26.
was she?
She had a kid at 14.
I think she was 12. I could be off. I think 12. But the problem is with her is that on the show they only say her first name, and she got her last name with it.
Okay, I was going to say, why did she
see how
have a
she
last
only has the
name?
last name?
Yeah.
She has like a famous aunt or something
Oh, Howie?
who was like,
Howie Mandrel.
oh,
Maybe that's not his name.
well, an
though.
aunt.
Close. That was just a
No,
guess.
I think like Barbara.
Oh, Barbara Mandrel. Oh, the Mandalorian. Was it him?
Howie Mandrel.
Maybe that could be his name. All right. How about the clock?
That's a good pick, you. Yeah,
Fuck.
you're on the clock.
Oh, I can't believe she has a 12-year-old daughter.
That is insane. I cannot believe you drafted
All right.
someone with a 12-year-old. That's like drafting someone with two
I'm
ACL
like-
surgeries in college.
No.
That's absurd. All right. Okay. How can I ask a question? How old is the guy?
26.
26.
All right. See, that's huge.
From Texas.
Okay.
From Texas. All right.
Any other
Well, he's
background?
not like from. I think he's from Florida, but he lives in Texas.
Any other info on
Austin,
him?
Texas.
Okay. So
Info on him. He has a deep voice,
Ooh.
so that's winning.
all right. So this, I have a. Oh, this is Snake, right? So I have two straight picks.
Yeah,
All right. I'm gonna go with Kara, because she has. I think she has a kind face. I think she's a kind older aunt.
She seems
like
already.
This is going well.
She's so mature.
Then I'm going to go with Catherine, 26.
Yeah, she's.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
All right, good. Catherine. Okay, so now for my second pick.
This girl looks like she's 18.
Yeah, Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the same one. All right, Catherine definitely.
All right, you get another pick?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go... You know, I feel like this is just given, like, Texas wife. I'm going to go with Kat. She's 26, too.
I like this game because I don't have names on them.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You're right. That's a great pick.
She looks like Walmart.
Be careful.
No.
Okay.
She looks like the girl from Outer Banks, but like Walmart version.
Walmart Sarah Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's a great Texas wife.
I can kind of understand that.
That's a great Texas wife. All right, my pick.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm going to swing. I know that I probably shouldn't say this, but diversity always plays in these things.
True.
They always make it way further.
Of course.
I'm going to take. Her name's Ariel.
Oh, like the mermaid.
No, I'm gonna take Anastasia.
For diversity?
No.
Bad.
She's 30, dude.
Your pick. Yeah, I know. He likes
That's
mature
like
girls.
that's like a Patriots draft.
He's a deep voice.
Pick.
He likes mature girls.
That's like a.
I
That's,
don't know.
that's
So
Kyle
far-
Duggar in the
I
first
so far
round.
picked a 30-year-old and a person with a 12-year-old kid. So
That's crazy. And the person with the 12-year-old kid is much younger.
yeah, 4 years younger.
Yeah.
All right, Anastasia.
Don't hate that pick.
I don't think Anastasia went home.
Okay.
All
right.
Sweet.
Cool. All right, Abby,
Just
you're
keep
up.
that in your thoughts. Okay, I'm going with Bailey.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah,
Damn
Bailey. I
I
know.
want a Bailey.
Which one's Bailey?
I don't think she's definitely not gonna win.
Why do you say that?
She looks like she's fighting something deep down inside.
Exactly. That's why they
I
always
think
win.
she's
The
gonna
trauma- the
stick
trauma
around
ones win.
though.
Okay.
I could sense she has some trauma.
Exactly. That's
She looks
gonna
like
be
she'd
an
be
episode.
really cool for most of the season, and then like one episode just explodes.
There's probably gonna
Yeah,
be a
no,
Bailey
that's
episode.
really
That's what I was
fair.
thinking.
I can sense
Yeah.
that as well.
So that's
Alright.
gotta be
The
some sort of
drama's
points.
looming inside.
Okay. Okay, so me now. I'm gonna go.
No, Abby get no, not you.
Okay.
Snake
Do I
draft.
get two?
Abby gets 2.
Oh my god, we have to wait so long.
Yeah,
Oh, my pick's definitely gonna.
you
be
go,
Okay.
and then I go, and then Matt goes twice.
What? You just went.
You said you know how the snake works.
Yeah, this is the snake.
Okay. Okay, my next pick is Jess. I don't like her.
Jess is not gonna win.
I don't think she's gonna win, but I feel like I thought I saw her in the preview that she's gonna
Oh, she looks
go
really
far,
good.
but
She kind of looks like a porn star.
Yeah.
yeah,
She's got a little bit of.
she's I think she's my age.
Yeah, she's
23.
She seems like someone that's gonna cry a lot,
For
so I
sure.
think that's gonna be good
For the
to
show.
carry her forward. Yeah, no, I think Jess is gonna go far. I just personally not a fan.
A little young.
She plays the
Well,
card.
she's on your team,
She
so.
plays the card of like
My team?
No.
no, my team. I'll hold out for her, but
Okay.
she's like, oh, did you notice me? Like, you know,
That
little
plays, though.
comments of like, does it?
No, that'll be good for the show, I feel
Oh
like.
yeah, good for the show.
Yeah. Alright, Quinn.
I'm gonna go with Brianna
Okay.
because I love her hair.
She got
She's-
America's first rose impression.
Oh, dude.
America?
Wagon.
Oh.
Like America got to pick the first
I was like,
rose.
who is
She's
America?
got great hair.
Brianna's cool.
Great hair. She's very pretty.
She was the one that wore the rose dress and carried the rose in. Remember?
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, a stunner?
Yeah.
All right,
So
yeah.
she had. Remember, she walked in.
She
with
was
the
like Trevor
rose?
Lawrence, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She walked in with the rose, and your other girl was like upset about it.
Oh no.
Christina,
What?
that one.
Oh yeah, she was.
Remember, and
Yeah.
was like, "What are you doing?"
I do remember that.
So you got some beef on your team.
All right. Well, back to you, Matt.
Alright. I'm going with Olivia M. Going back to the well of women I think would look like Texas wives.
Olivia M, dude.
Yep.
With the short
Her
hair,
Yeah.
hair is so thin.
it's very short.
It's so Texas housewife.
I don't know if this
Um,
dude is a Texas guy.
Right. He's
Oh, someone just
from-
drafted her.
That's my girl.
She went home.
I think
Are
she
you
went
fucking
home.
kidding me? Oh
No,
yeah.
no,
yeah, I did.
but-
I tried to draft her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Eliminated before the rose ceremony.
Who?
Well, we all know who.
Olivia M.
No, this girl had a
Obviously.
hissy fit.
Duh.
Yeah.
What a shocker.
Madison, you remember. What are your thoughts on
What? I think Donkey Kong just fell upstairs.
someone took a tumble?
7 bowling balls just hit the floor.
But this isn't...
Is it my turn?
Did Olivia M go home? Seems like that's the...
You have back-to-back.
I need to confirm.
You have back-to-back picks, Matt.
Did Cara go home?
Why did Olivia... No, okay. She's fine. She's still in.
All right.
Regardless. All right, I'm going to go with Holland as my next one.
Oh, a good pick.
Thank you.
Good pick, sleeper. That's a value play.
Yep.
I don't...
Some call her the Netherlands.
How many go home?
a handful.
This is ridiculous.
Let me...
Why
do you want her on your team?
Because she
looks like a Texas
She looks like a Texas wife. I'm also seeing that most of my picks look very similar.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. I'm really doing the blonde thing. Yeah. They look Texas housewifey.
She went home. Oh, she went home. Repick it.
All right. Fine.
How many go home? Like 6?
This is too much.
I need to find a
Hey, just click on
useful...
All right, Brooklyn. Welcome to the team.
9-9.
Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, so these are all the people that went home. Did you
Brooklyn.
pick Olivia M?
Yep. I sure did. I've picked quite a lot of...
Wait, who'd you say? Olivia?
Yeah.
Who else? Who'd you just pick? Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Dude,
You're good.
She's not even on
You're
mine.
good. Brooklyn's good.
Brooklyn's good. Quinn, please.
All right, my pick.
No, I need to repick because Olivia M apparently went home.
I
I'm
thought
going
you
to go
just
with Olivia L.
Didn't
Which
you just
one's-
pick twice? You were picking just
Which
blonde
one's
girls.
Olivia?
You're just
Oh,
picking.
yeah.
Oh, good choice.
Did she go home? What's that list?
I remember her
Is that
being-
list the go home list?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh my God, that's Michael Parsons. Oh,
Not my
Holland is related to Michael Parsons.
You're kidding me. And she went home?
What is this person's name?
All
You
right,
have to
so
draft her.
I picked every single
She
person
went
that's gone home.
home.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to go with Kylie.
Okay.
Yes, I like Kylie. That's
too.
a solid choice.
Great
Can you
pick.
refresh
Great
me on
pick.
her picture?
Thank you. What?
Kylie, double E.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like
I think
Confession is Kylie's crush is Jimmy Garoppolo. Confession is that she doesn't know who that is. So.
Oh.
I don't
Oh
know what
yeah,
that means.
she's the nurse.
Oh, postpartum nurse.
Yeah, they changed a diaper.
Oh,
together.
she helped.
Oh,
on
they
the
changed
show.
a diaper together?
Yeah.
Whose diaper?
She brought a baby doll.
Christina's
Christina's kid.
Oh,
The
God.
kid is too old
This
for
is going
that.
off
Well-
the rails.
No,
I got my next
So,
pick.
like,
yeah,
yeah,
if I
yeah,
have my
yeah.
facts right, she had a baby doll, and they changed it.
Oh, they changed
together
it.
to
I'm-
make
I'm
sure
all
Zach
in
was
on
like
Kylie.
appropriate. like,
Kylie's my winner.
Yeah, it's a sleeper pick.
Yeah, Kylie's a great.
All right, I'm going Kimberly, another 30-year-old. I
Nice.
like the vets.
Dude, you're the Bill Belichick of the Bachelor.
Yep.
Draft.
Well, he's a winner.
My
So
God, where is Kimberly at?
bottom left, not all the way bottom, mid bottom left. She's number 21.
I think, yeah,
She's cute, man.
Give me a break.
All right, Kylie double E.
she doesn't look 30.
This girl, look at number 23's
Yeah,
name.
she looks
Look at
35.
number-
That's a really cool name.
look at
I
her
wish I
name.
knew how to
I've
pronounce
I've
it.
looked at whatever name you're talking about.
You weren't looking at that name. Anyone want to take a guess?
Oh, Chandra.
Of what?
The that was
That's her name.
quick.
You have a. It's your pick. You get doubled, and then you're done.
I
Your
really
last
want
two.
it. I really
Okay,
want
my
it.
last
Chandra.
two. I'm on it.
There might not be enough people.
There might not.
Maybe let's just go 4. This is the last.
Yeah,
one
let's
to
just
draft.
do one.
I lost my draft.
Matt, you picked
I know who she is.
Catherine.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So beat it, nerd.
Yeah.
This feels like this segment could be really bad.
Horrible. We're
Yeah.
drafting humans,
I don't think.
but not on their any ability other than their looks.
So that's what the first episode of the show is.
That's awesome. Okay, so if they can do it, we can do it. I'm so in on Olivia L. I cannot believe she got sent home. I might contact her.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm kind of.
I still follow one of the old contestants on
Who?
Instagram.
Who?
Hannah
Brown.
no, the other
Hannah
one.
Ann.
She just got
Oh,
married.
yeah,
She
to
just
the-
got
of course.
engaged.
She just got engaged to the Rams player, Jake Funk. All right.
Okay. My
Yeah, I love
final draft pick is
Davia looks like she murdered a few people.
Davia.
Davia looks like a literal vampire.
She looks like a.
No, I'm drafting Davia.
She looks like a doll.
I'm-
She looks
I-
wicked evil.
So evil.
I'm not disagreeing, but
Okay.
I think
Jeez,
Davia.
this girl is the worst.
Now, why don't you guys say that?
Just look at her. Aura-wise. It's the eyes. I think it's the eyes. The eyes are very off-putting.
The eyes are off-putting because they're blue.
Yeah, just like I don't trust her. I think I would fall in love with her, and then she would make my life miserable.
Okay.
Type of deal.
So I think she'll go far because she'll put on a front.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? She can out-burp anyone? I could not be more out on a human being than Davia.
Yeah.
I hate burps. This girl is the worst.
Good for her.
I would like to short Davia.
And Charleston.
Can I bet against Davia?
I can't stop looking at Victoria J.
Yeah? Something about her?
You know, he doesn't actually get to pick every single rose.
Oh, what?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Chris Harrison?
I think he should die in a fire.
I think he was a victim of cancel culture. Is he still around or no?
Well,
got a podcast.
he's releasing his new podcast with all of the tea on why he
So is he not around?
left the show.
No, they got a new guy.
Chris Harrison?
Yeah.
Matt,
He died?
I was just wondering if he's still around.
he got fired.
Oh, I knew there was controversy. I didn't know he got fired.
Who's the new guy?
Akeem
Jesse?
Talib.
Jesse. Was it Akeem Talib?
They should look. Yeah.
You guys know Jesse. He used to play football.
Oh, Jesse Owens.
Jesse,
Jesse,
the USC quarterback, Jesse Palmer?
Jesse Palmer.
You're kidding me. How did I guess that?
Because how many
Carson
other
Palmer's,
Jesses?
Carson, this guy? Really?
Yeah,
Get out of town.
he's the host of The Bachelor.
You're kidding me.
He's the new Chris Harrison.
I want to draft him.
I would draft Jesse Palmer first. That's a good look.
He brings his wife to like all the dates and just sits next to them.
What a nerd.
So
Get over yourself.
All
Alright, that's the draft. I'm pumped about the Kylie pick.
we all got 4 picks.
Yeah.
this
we
will
have
be
them.
I'm surprised no one
That was
picked
a long draft.
that other gal.
This is interesting because you know how the season's gonna end already, right?
I know like a tiny bit of the spoilers.
Which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah.
Well,
How does the show survive like that? That's crazy.
because you want to watch what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more about the
So
journey.
you guys will be watching tonight with me?
Yeah.
Um,
I might have to watch on my own, but just so
On your own,
just
but-
so I can take notes.
I'll be watching.
Right.
But yeah,
8 to 10
8 to 10
with commercials.
with
2
commercials,
hours.
obviously. I bet that must be a big commercial slot.
You have to watch it live because then you miss
the energy,
the energy,
of course.
and they release all of the information about it, so you have to watch it live.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Maybe I will. I wonder if my
So-
sister likes the Bachelor.
So 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
That's
Yes.
an hour. That's an hour.
ABC.
That's an hour of the night.
It's gonna be tough for me to get my 7-8 hours of sleep with.
Since when do you get?
That's my
Since now.
that's my tip.
Yeah, this is a new tip. All right, that's the end of the episode. Thanks for joining us,
New
Abby.
tips.
Yep.
Thank you so much for having me.
Dude,
We'll
it was
give
a
an update
pleasure.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to be back.
Great.
Yes.
Awesome blossom.
Sweet.
Have a good rest of your week, wagon people.
And Abby.
The
And Abby.
Wagoners. What do you call your
The Wagoneers.
The
the
Wagoneers.
Wagoneers?
Yep. We're gonna start an indie band as well.
Yeah.
The Wagoneers. What does that actually mean?
It's like a mix of pioneers, luminaries,
and wagons.
The Wagoneers.